The truth is, you can have a great product and a great brand, but if you're not growing your sales and you're not growing your audience, then your business won't grow. If you're frustrated with where your business currently is at, or you just know that it could be better, you're in the right place. Sometimes when things aren't working, it's hard to step back and figure out what to start to shift so you can see the results that you're looking for. In today's video, I'm going to share the 14-day challenge that I've created to help you create a better clothing brand so that you can start to shift the results in your business. I'm Trudi Roach. I'm a fashion merchandiser and brand coach, and I help you grow your clothing and accessories business with product strategy, content, and sales strategies, so you never have to worry about where your next sale is coming from. I've created a new tool that you can use to go step by step through this process. It's the 14-day Create a Better Brand challenge sheet, and I'll share a link to that at the end of the video, so make sure to stay tuned. Think of this like having a workout plan or a meal plan to take you step by step through some shifts in your business. You can take this step by step, go one day after another, or take it at your own pace, whatever works for you. These are the key areas to look at in the 14-day challenge, so let's get into it. If things aren't working right in your business, or you just get a sense that they could be better, sometimes it's hard to know exactly what to start to change and where to begin. So it can feel a little overwhelming. You don't want to start changing lots of things in the hopes that something will work. So I like to start off with a brand audit. So step one, day one, is a brand audit. So to conduct a brand audit, you want to look at exactly what are your best sellers and your worst sellers, what's actually creating customers and revenue in your business, and potentially anything that you're doing, any activity that doesn't seem to be getting you results or measurable results. You'll start to see patterns and opportunities when you conduct an audit like this, and also you'll create some benchmarks so that when you review in the future, you have somewhere to start from. Okay, day two. Along with a comprehensive brand audit, you want to make sure you have an understanding of where your brand and your business sits within the marketplace. This is so you can see from the customer's perspective how your brand might be showing up. You want to spend some time taking stock of your strengths and weaknesses is going to let you find some areas where you have real opportunity to create change and growth in your business. Okay, day three. So whether you're a new business or you're a seasoned business, you're building a reputation for your brand every day. Gathering customer feedback is going to let you hear the good and the bad, and you want to hear it all, and start to understand what is working from the customer's perspective in your business. You can engage with your customers through surveys, social media, through email, and you want to start to gather that information and keep a record and start to gather testimonials that you can use across all of your platforms as well as your website. You've probably heard or seen this quote before, but a well-satisfied customer will bring in repeat sales that count. These are the sales that are easier to create and the ones that are more reliable. Now that you've engaged with your customers and you're gathering feedback, it's time to take it a step further. Knowing that they are satisfied or what they're dissatisfied with is only half the story. Make sure to dig deeper and ask why and how and what, all of the questions that are going to let you understand what the customer experience is and how you might improve. So you've spent time looking inside your business at what's working, what's not working. You've looked at the customer experience and how they might be reacting to what you're doing. That's just part of the story. Now we want to look at what sits around your business. So to look at the competitive landscape. Make a list of 3 to 5 brands or businesses that sit around your business. So these are your competition. And don't think of this in a negative way. You want to think of brands that are either aesthetically like yours, they might be like your brand for price point or style, or maybe they're in your special niche. So who sits around your brand? Think of them as your competition, and you want to analyze what they're doing and how they're showing up. Analyze your competition with a really critical eye. You're not looking for negatives here. What you're looking for is areas of opportunity, how they're showing up, how they're advertising, marketing, showing up on social media, what kinds of products do they offer, how do they bundle their products. There's going to be a lot of opportunity and insights there that you might down the road use in your own business. So think of it with a critical eye, but don't look for the negatives, look for the positives. Let me know in the comments if you've done competitive research or analysis for your business and what did it reveal. So from your competitive analysis, you probably have lots of ideas and notes that you want to put into action. But this isn't about finding things to copy from other brands. This is really about finding the white space or the area of opportunity. Sometimes people call it what do they call it? The blue sky. Sometimes people call it the blue sky opportunity. So it's wide open for your brand to slip into. Identify areas of opportunity where your brand can differentiate itself in the marketplace. That may be something that's unique. What you sell is unique. How you position your brand in terms of your customer service or the products that you sell, or something that's special about your products that you can really talk about and celebrate. Finding what's unique in your business, that area of white space or opportunity, is really your brand's superpower. Okay, day 7. So you don't have to be an eco-friendly or environmentally friendly green brand to think about being economical and creating savings and being sustainable with your business. Creating savings and efficiencies in your business can really boost your bottom line. These are where the pennies come into play, but they add up over time. Evaluate your brand's sustainable practices from sourcing to packaging to shipping materials. Everything that you do in your business. Identify any opportunities where you can create some eco-friendly efficiencies. So it doesn't matter if this is just financially driven, you want to save money by using repackaged materials, or cut down on shipping materials because you really care for the environment. It all counts. And in the corporate world, it all counts for sure. And some brands aren't sustainably led like Patagonia, but they are big corporate entities and want to make sure they have a positive impact or not a negative impact on the environment. So whatever is leading your sustainable mission, it does matter. So see if you can find something in your business where you can carve this out. Decide what's most important to you and your business and make sure to share that with your audience. And talking about sharing, how you share, particularly if you're a clothing or accessory business, is 100% of what conveys your brand DNA and the brand experience to your customer, particularly if you're just trading in the online space and you have no in real life store experience. How you share with your audience is going to really mean everything to your business. Review and optimize across all your social media platforms to make sure everything that you're putting out aligns with your brand message and your DNA. And posting shot after shot of pure product is not going to convey a complete brand message to your customers. So particularly if you're a clothing accessory business, it looks great on the feed, but it doesn't really share the full brand story. Make sure you're posting and sharing a mix of nurturing content, behind the scenes, as well as product and promo content so you can really give your customer a full expression of your business and keep them engaged. So nurturing content might be style guides, behind the scenes as I mentioned. You might do fabric tutorials or how to care for products, styling, anything that really starts to share the story of what your brand is all about and the mission. And don't forget to think about sharing on your blog post as well. Your blog sits on your website right next to your product pages and is often, in the world of social media, really overlooked in terms of how you can connect with your customers. Having a blog on your website gives you evergreen content. It really just lives on. So unlike the Instagram feed, which we love, but it is very temporary and it scrolls by fast and no one can really search it, so there's no SEO on Instagram, a blog post has all of that and can continue to bring traffic to your website. So how do you make sure you build those moments on social media as well as your blog? Build out a content calendar so you can really plot out what you're going to do within the month and sometimes even throughout the year. So you can cycle through seasons and these promotional moments, but then in between you can share really great behind the scenes and nurturing content with your audience and have fun with it. And that's how they're really going to respond. You don't have to be a writer to create a successful blog. And when I say successful, that just means that it's on your website and continues to bring in traffic to your business. I created a fail-proof way to create consistent blog posts for your brand with the Creative Content Bank. With over 75 blog post prompts specifically written for clothing and accessory brands, it's the easiest way to create engaging blog posts that bring traffic to your website every single day. I'll leave a link below so you can take a look at that. So far we've talked about all the things that you can do for your brand, but if you're a solopreneur or you just have a few people working in your business, you don't have to do this alone. Now let's think about how others can help you grow your business. And this is not about asking for favors or freebies. This is about building real relationships with other entrepreneurs, brands, or businesses that can help support the growth of yours. Identify potential collaborators, influencers, and other brands for partnerships. Think about brands that are adjacent to yours, so you're not looking at the competition. If you sell swimwear, for example, you might look to collaborate or reach out to a brand that sells sun hats or sunscreen, or a brand that sells flip-flops. So find a business that's kind of adjacent to yours, where they could be in a similar niche but they don't compete, and try to find brands that align with your brand mission and your brand DNA. Okay, day 10. You're not going to come right out of the gate and start asking for favors or collaborations before you've built a real relationship. You're going to have a better chance of success if you start genuine conversations with the brands that you've identified, and to build that trust over time. So reach out and initiate conversations with those brands that align with your ethos and your values, and start a real conversation. Find out more about their customers, their products, and what their mission is, so you can figure out if that's a good fit and what might work as a collaboration in the future. Think of this as a mutually beneficial relationship, and one that you're going to grow over time. This is not a one and done, kind of fast and furious. This is really about building that relationship. So all of the energy that we've just spent over the last several days looking outside of your business, it's time to now think about your home base, your website, and what happens when the customer lands there for the first time, and what that experience is like. It's time to review and update your website, ensuring a seamless and user-friendly experience. Optimize your product pages, your visuals, your descriptions, and make sure everything is a really compelling and seamless experience for your customers. You can make a little note of things that you want to change in the future. You don't have to try and do it all at once. Okay, we're on day 13. If you've been in business just a little while, you've probably made just a few sales. But if you've been in business longer, you obviously have made more sales and have more customers. And you might have heard this before, I'm pretty sure you have, but it's easier to sell to the customers that have already purchased than it is to create new customers. So now's the time to show the existing customers you have, even if there's just a few, show them a little bit more love and launch a customer appreciation strategy. You can launch special offers, promos, invite them to special events, really just find ways to nurture the customer base that you already have. And this could be to your email list, but more importantly, if you can identify on the back end of your website people have already purchased, this is going to be gold to you. You can upsell them, downsell them, and just really give them more offers and more nurturing experience that's going to build that bond over time. Build relationships and you will build repeat purchases. Okay, day 14. We have covered a lot. If you stuck with me through day 14, you know this is a great challenge to kind of shift some things in your business. So you've probably got a lot of notes and a lot of ideas and things that you want to get into action right away. So the best way to do this is to make sure you make a plan for the future. Develop short-term and long-term goals for all of the insights and thoughts and actions that came up during the challenge, and set that up for yourself in the next 3, 6, 9, and 12 months in a great plan. If you need help with goal setting and making a plan for your clothing business, I created a video recently, which I'll leave a link here, which you can go ahead and take a look, and it'll give you some great goal setting tips and tools so that you can create an effective plan for your brand. So one of my key takeaways before I share the link to that 14-day challenge to a better clothing brand cheat sheet, the key to a successful challenge is to take it step by step and don't try and rush the process. So it's a 14-day challenge, but if you need to separate the days out so you do them, 1 or 2 days apart, that's fine. Just keep going in the order and you'll start to see the results. The ultimate goal is not just to overcome the challenges, but it's to improve your business. This means building a strong reputation, improving brand awareness, and engaging with your customers in a real way. I created a 14-day follow-along cheat sheet, and I'm going to leave a link here on the screen so that you can go ahead, take a screenshot so you can download that cheat sheet, put it on your office wall by your laptop so you can follow along at your own pace. And I'm excited to see what you do with your business in the next 14 days. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.